Hello everybody, just going to show you how to put this large pencil, which is the same as a small pencil, together. So first of all, you're going to have these 4 sheets, part 1, part 2, the rubber end of the cap, which sits on top of the pencil, and the tip of the pencil. So what we're first going to do is cut them all out, bend them, and then glue them. So with time lapses, you've got to sit through the whole thing. And off we go. Now obviously, the longer you take, the better finish is going to be. So you might want to take longer than me. Depends how good you really want the end product to actually look. But I've designed it so just trying to give you the best finish you can get. Let's go into a bit more detail. Obviously, the better card you use, the higher quality card, the better your finished product will be. 300 would be best. This is 210. And also the glue you use will also make a big difference. I'm just going to use a Pritt stick today. Right, so there's one bit done. Hopefully I've designed this card to be, or the template to be as easy enough for you to do as possible, because at the end of the day, we're not all origami specialists, are we? Let's be honest. And we just want a fun pencil at the end to help our children with our now the big ones. I've designed this so the top of the pencil, that's not the straightest, I have to admit, like you say, take your time to cut it, because the longer you take cutting it, you'll get a better result. And I'm trying to do it as quick as possible for the demonstration purposes of the video. And this is actually my first demonstration video for the channel, which is Lopic Publications. We've been on Etsy now 3 months. Hopefully you have a look at the store, see what we got. This is the first sort of big craft object I've done. I can't say I'm the original architect behind the big pencil. I've seen other people do it before, but I think what we've done in lots of publications is put the extra bits in. So different size pencils, we've got a big and a small, but also we'll give you on this, we'll give you some, some multiplications worksheets, one for the wall. We'll also give you some workouts and obviously a bigger sheet as well. I won't try taking out the scratch like that again. Again, the slower you are, the better you are, but I'm doing this in a rush, just so you've got the picture of what you're doing. Again, the small one is no different, just smaller. Cut that a little bit out there, and we are there with a cutting. So we're going to have 2, 3 bits. Hopefully you can see that okay. Now what this is the interesting bit is scoring. Again, take your time scoring. Use a ruler. This is, or you could just bend it, it's your choice. But if you use a ruler and score it, you actually get a better finish. Now you can use, there's bone scrapers and all sorts you can use for this, but I'm just doing for this purpose. I'm just at the edge of a knife. This is my daughter's knife actually. It will get washed, so we'll do that, and it's just left a bit of a line in it like that. So basically what you can do is then bend it. It gives you a bit of a cleaner, crisper line. So you can do that with all these little elements. The hardest bit sometimes is just getting it fully lined up. I it's not always the easiest thing, so we just need to make sure we've got the centre there. That's the centre. So we go from there and we draw, scribe a line, just a couple of goes, cross again. Again, if you're not happy with the one you've made, just print another one out and go again if you want something that's going to be absolutely perfect, pristine. But the thing is here is I am going as quick as I can. Alright, so you can see that we've got the lines all on it now. That's just the pencil part, and what we need to do now is just put the edge on. This is where you're going to stick it down. Some of it is fiddly, I won't deny that. And again, the better you cut it out, the better result you'll get. There's a finished product. So bend them over. Look, I'm slightly out there, I admit. Bend that over, bend that over. Bend that over, bend that over, bend that over, and then let's bend the actual piece of the pencil over. Oh, that one, see, that one's not very good at all. Not gone very well there at all. I need to rejig that one a little bit, but that's easy done. I can just Let me scribe that line. Rescribe that line. This is a good thing about the scribing, because actually, until you fold it, it's absolutely fine. Alright. Again, you'll take a bit more time than me to do this. Let's get the wrong line. So in theory, what we get there is, once it's glued, admitted, you'll get your pencil. And again, just go down, trying to get as best as you can. What you will get, this is all bolted together, you've got some glue on it, you'll get actually a head of a pencil. Let's go this way. Alright, we'll put that aside for a minute. This one should be a bit easier. Just literally going across. 1, 2, 3. I am trying to rush. 3, and I've not drank my coffee, I've just realised. 4. So this is going to be the end of the pencil that stands up. Bend them over. That's going to be the end, so that's top, bottom. And this is the bit we've just got to do now. So again, scribe there. Now the hardest bit on this bit is actually doing the individual bits. Try and get the pencil as best as you can. Probably do need to get one in bone pens. Right, now this is the harder bit, because you now have got to get your sections. So the option is, you can just give it a little crease where you know your sections are. You've got some light, I've got light going through this so I can see the sections. One there, so you've got 3 sections there. So I can actually go there and there, run that down, I've got there and there, and then get them a crease. Give them a crease, and we've got that bit. Same on this bit. Crease, crease, crease. And so all I'm doing is looking through the card, got light coming through it. That's probably off to use on the camera, and then it gives you an idea of where it is. And that's going to be again more time to take. So So we've now got all the main bits done. So the next bit is gluing it together and putting it in as one. So what I found, if you glue this bit together first, then you have this bit. Top bit is the hardest bit, and we'll glue that together. So gluing this, I'm only using Printable. Please obviously use whatever glue you want to use. I'm going to use the back of a bit of a card. So then get glue on the table. Give it plenty, and then also give this bit some on this side, because you're going to stick it together. There we go. Blue, and again some down this side. Obviously use glue that dries clear, because at the end of the day you don't want it to be ruin what you're trying to make. Okay, so we've got the two bits there. Make sure we're going around the right way. So align these up as best as possible. And again, more time you take doing this, the better the result will be. This one's obviously a bit harder because it's the join. So then you should end up with a pencil, sort of, with no ends. Depending on the one you're having there. Stick it together. Job's a glue. One little bit. Next bit, gluing all this. Individual bits, so we just get this. Plenty of glue on here. On each one. And again, it depends what you're going to use it for. If it's just going to sit there and not pretty in the room, you know, if the kids are going to use it a lot, then you know, better glue. Hold it together. Alright, so I put glue on all of them, and what I do is just do a little bit. Try and put a little bit around the edge. Thank you for your purchase anyway. I do appreciate it. Obviously everything we do, we're only a small business, you know, we're not here to make, you know, change the world, but a bit gluey. Right. And then what we're going to do is make sure we put on the right end. I need to put on the wrong end then, so maybe that's the top of it, that's going to be the bottom of it. So we turn this around and we're going to put this in here. If you do like what we do, just leave us a video or a picture of when you create what you create. We know it's a bit fiddly, but it also gives a bit of crafting fun with your family, doesn't it? You know, a bit of fun. Right. Put that in there like that. Ooh, in there like that. Right. Add that in. Right. Also use my ruler a bit here. So if you put your ruler in, then actually you can push it up and align it, but also, if you can see what I'm doing now, if you can see it, I'm putting it in and pushing the sides together. Just gives it a little bit extra. So that's that bit done. So this is the next bit. So we've made the pencil, so we've got this bit to do now. This is the hardest bit, and again, the better you make this, the better the pencil's going to be. But you've got to stick this bit together as best as you can. And obviously these bits around the edges are going to stick as well. So let's start by putting plenty of glue on it and everything. Remember, if you, depending on the glue you're going to use, is how well it's going to stick and how long you give it. Right, so that's all right about this bit. We'll try and give it in. And this edge is going to stick to it as well, so I put a little bit down there. Hopefully you've seen that, was not too forthcoming. Try and line it up as best as you can. No, it won't be perfect, but it's a pencil and it's a craft at the end of the day. Again, try not to get your hands too sticky on it. Right, and again, you could just do this and leave it to dry and then do the next bit, but that's the purpose of what I'm trying to do. And this can go in whatever way you want, really. I know the other ones, I've had a couple that have come apart and I've just re-glued. It depends how much you little ones want to actually use it. You know, unless it just sits on the side as a reference. But this is the big one, the big pencil. So, come on. And this is the fiddly bit getting it in. Come on, I've got it all in there. Look. Right, that's it, we're there. Right. Right, we're there. Right, now, just spending that a little bit of time, sticking it. Come on. Come on, stop playing ball. I've done this so many times. Right. And it's just being gentle with it, really. It's hard because you can't get inside it to fix it. So you do have to rely on the glue just doing its job as it dries. Need a bit more glue. It's hard to press. I'm showing you all the drawers here, people. At the end of the day, it is good. It'll do exactly what it says, but it's just building it. Some people might use sellotape on it, I have to admit. And I think, depending on the type of glue you're going to use. So basically, there you go. One big pencil done. Yes, I know it could do with a little bit more tweaking, and your expertise might go in on. But basically, we've made a pencil with the timetables on. And we do this all the way up to 12×12. 1×1. All the way up to 12×12 in big, and then we also have a smaller version as well, which you can see will be dramatically smaller. So there you go. Thank you.